Hi guys, let's take a look at this problem. You're given tables of f, g, and h. So your task is to figure out what kind of transformation you have to do so that you can get g from f and then get h from f. That's what your task is. So let's first look at f and g. Do you see that they have the same y values? They have the same outputs, right? What's difference is the x values, and then you should want to list some of the values, and then so that you can try to observe the pattern. So take a look at g of -3, which is -1. It is equal to f of -2, right? F of -2. And then g of -2, look at -2. So it's going to be the same as f of -1, right? If you look at the second column. And let's do one more. G of -1 actually is equal to f of 0. So here's my suggestion. If you look at the trend, okay, look at the trend. So this is what we see. -3 and -2. Uh, this guy is actually one more than this is one more than this guy, right? Than this guy. So basically, if I write it, it's the guy from G plus 1, then you get to the -2. That's how you get that, right? Similarly, the second one, you can say that it is equal to f of, so I'm going to use my value from the G, which is -2. If you add 1, you get to this -1. Okay, so similarly, this is f of, so here this is my -1 from the G, -1. Now you add 1, then you get to here. So basically what I see is this, G of x equals f of x plus 1, right? So that's the pattern that you want to establish, and that's the transformation that I finally, based on the pattern, that's what I would conclude. Okay, so now if you look at f and h, I hope that you see that they actually have the same x values. Okay, but compare the outputs. F of x is -1, but h is -2. Seems like double it, right? I'm sorry, seems like one difference. It's one below it. Now the second one, when f of x is -3, this is -4. And when f of x is 4, and this is actually 3. And when this is 2, this is 1. Now what do you observe? Do you observe that the values right here is 1 below the values here, right? For every single value, if you subtract this one by 1, then you get to the h. So therefore, by this observation, I'll say, how do I get my h? I just, for every single value, I'll just subtract 1, then I get to h. That's the observation.